No.
And welcome back to Whiskey Buds. I'm Kurt,
And I'm Billy.
and we are still working through our 100 whiskeys. Seems like we pretty much already found a whiskey he likes. We're no longer searching for a whiskey that he actually will drink. We're just going to see how many we can get him to drink. All right, so
Well,
this one,
we still have to try the 1920 again.
yeah, it's
Because
going to be in that
I
blind
have
tasting.
to like it twice.
Twice, okay.
At least twice.
So we're going to have to find a whiskey that he likes twice. Okay.
Taste buds change.
Yeah. Today's episode, I thought we would do something I enjoy. Like, this one's fun. I'm going to let you open it so you can discover it and see it, because the bottle design on this is one of the best.
So whiskey unboxing.
Yep,
Centauri, didn't we already have one of these?
we did. The Toki, which you didn't like,
Oh,
but
so
this is a blend.
Oh.
And this is, so it's another Japanese whiskey. You going to tear my box? Do you not know how to open a whiskey box or what?
I got it. I got it.
It was a nail biter.
No, you really just rip them. Whoa, that's the biggest ball of perfume I've ever seen.
Oh, man. All right. You don't like that bottle design?
Looks like a big bottle of perfume.
Does it?
Yeah. Like you just
Well, try it.
might burn.
Need me to help you?
Yeah, pour some.
Give me your hand. Look at that. It's even a glass stopper.
That's pretty neat.
So this is Japanese, obviously, but so they had a bit of an issue with popularity in the fact that they became really popular. There was
The specific whiskey or the brand or
just Japanese whiskey, but yes, Suntory itself too. It was featured in a movie Lost in Translation with Bill Murray, and so he did an iconic scene in there that's in the whiskey world known as iconic. And they had to, basically they ran out of the stuff they had.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I get yours poured, and then when I go to pour mine, it's like I have my hand dialed in to know how much I need to pour.
Yeah, you did good. I'm usually off by an inch.
Yeah. So, anyways, they ran out of their, like, they were running low on whiskey old enough to put in their age statement bottles. So, the Hibiki 12-year-old, they had this Hibiki 12, and they basically ran out of enough 12-year-old barrels. So, they discontinued it and created this Hibiki Harmony, or Japanese Harmony, to take its place. And it's a blended whiskey, or blended malt. And if I remember right, this one has a really neat story in the fact that they blend like, anybody who actually knows this, forgive me for not knowing it 100%, but they blend different grains in different stills and age it in different barrels, right? So they'll blend like a grain in a particular type of still, and then they'll age it in like an American barrel. And I don't know if that's exactly what it, like, if it's a grain aged in a American barrel, or if it's a particular type of barley that's aged in a barrel, or in an American barrel. But basically they age like 3 different ones, different grains, in 3 different types of barrels, like American, English, and the Japanese oak, Mizunaro. So that each one takes on the characteristics. So based on the grain characteristics, or the whiskey characteristic, aging in that barrel, followed up with a different grain aging in a different barrel, and then blending those together so that they create more harmony, right? They come together to create more harmony. I kind of screwing this up because it's a really neat story, but they use different grains and different barrels to create the flavor profile they want, so that when they blend it together, all the flavors come together more harmoniously.
It says Japanese Harmony right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so that's Yeah, I think
But
if I
is
would have
it
been able to
good?
tell you that story,
But is it good?
you tell me.
I smelled it and I was like,
Smells like a malt, huh?
smells like monkey shoulder. I don't know. I don't know what that smells like.
If it's gonna smell like anything, it's gonna smell like the Suntory Toki.
Which I don't believe I like.
No, because it's the same brand. This is just one of their higher end products.
Oh, okay. More harmony in this one.
Yeah. For the record, I think this is the most expensive whiskey you'll be trying so far.
Why? How much is this?
I think I paid $95 for the bottle, maybe $98. About $100 bottle, give or take.
That puts a lot of pressure on it.
Right, to be better than
good.
everything else.
Yeah.
This actually is going to bring about an interesting topic in the fact that just because a whiskey is more expensive doesn't mean it's going to be better. Sometimes the process makes it more expensive. Sometimes the age makes it more expensive.
Should be 3 times better than Black Velvet.
No, like 10 times better than Black Velvet.
All right.
Because Black Velvet's like $8.
10 times better.
Well, there's more going on in the nose than Black Velvet.
Hey, what's it doing? I kind of like that. Huh.
I like it.
Oh, it gave me another huh.
Yeah. No, there's, yeah. What's going on there?
What is this made out of? A bunch of stuff with,
yeah.
with the harmony.
Yep. Blended. So I don't know if it uses grain whiskey and malt, like malted barley, or if it's just 100% malted barley. But I believe they use actually a combination of grain and malted barley.
Well, this is 300 grit
Okay.
spice.
Is it? You're getting a little spice note in there?
A little bit of spice. It's not like shenanigans or the what do we have before? Oh, the wheat, Montana wheat.
The dry hills.
Yeah.
What do you think? I find it pleasant. And it kind of changes a little bit as you, like there's,
Oh, you can drink it wrong.
can you?
Well, I had the fumes go up through my nasal.
And burn?
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. No, it's like changing on like the aftertaste and stuff. But I'm not catching like too many of the flavors. Like you do actually, catch some of the like some of the complexity. Are you catching that?
Man, it's got a. What's the alcohol content on this one?
43%.
Seems higher.
So it's even lower than the Dry Hills.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? Not a fan of that one?
I don't know. It's got a good. There's something in there that gives it a good aftertaste and makes it interesting, but there's also something I don't like in it. Bad harmony.
All right. Bad harmony.
Bad harmony.
Like there's something there and that. They're like, see, they're balancing the good with the bad. That's harmony. That's yin and yang, man. I think that's by design. I don't know. I'm enjoying that one.
I can't tell. I think this one's just. Why you do
It's
this
completely confused him. Because it's fun. It's like that exploration. It's like, I'm going to give you something you've never had before. and then you're going to try to describe it.
I feel like if you drank too much of this, the next day would just be absolutely horrible.
Really? You want to find out?
No.
Come on.
But you know, like the next day you'd just be like sick here and sick here and sick everywhere. Just be like,
oh, you think they're using cheap enough whiskey?
no, it's just something in there.
Huh.
I don't know what to say.
All
I don't know what
right.
to say about this one. Like, I need a better, more refined palate to figure out
More refined palate.
what the heck's going on here.
All right. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens when it comes back up in a blind tasting, huh?
So how does this compare to monkey shoulder?
What do you mean monkey shoulder?
Is it like monkey shoulder?
In a sense where the Japanese basically, the guys are doing effectively Scotch in Japan, basically making their own version of the recipes that they use in Scotland. So it would be very similar to monkey shoulder, which is 3 different single malt scotches. Like I say, I don't know if this actually uses any grain whiskeys though.
Because my brain is telling me, oh, that's like monkey shoulder with a little bit of good something sprinkled in there.
All right.
So like has this underlying not so good.
Yeah.
with and then
Okay.
and then once you get past that, there's a good flavor that lingers.
All right. Well, at least the good flavor
does.
lingers.
Yeah.
And you could very well, because it has a very similar, well, depend. Like I say, I don't know what the blend is. I'll have to figure that out again at some point, but by then it won't matter. The episode will be aired, and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't like it
Don't like it. All right.
overall, but
I don't know, man.
I feel like it had potential, but they did something wrong.
Or they made a bad one, and then the potential made it right, made it good. They started with monkey shoulder and tried to correct it.
It's better than monkey shoulder, but like what's not? Want to be honest?
Black velvet? I don't know.
I don't know.
Would you drink black velvet over monkey shoulder? How about this? If we get enough likes and votes on this or whatever, we'll do a blind tasting of all the worst whiskeys.
That sounds horrible. Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't. Not on my top. I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't buy this one.
All right. I would. I did.
There's like a part of me that says, "Oh, it's good," but then the other part of me is like, "No, it's not. It's really bad."
But then again, I like monkey shoulder.
Why?
Because it's not as bad as you make it out to be.
It's like the worst in my head.
But this kind of dances around on my palate. Like I can't describe much like you said, right? Need a more refined palate to be able to distinguish it. But it's like you taste it and you get like this flavor, and then it changes up like 2 or 3 times. These are pretty terrible tasting notes, huh?
Well, that was weird.
What?
So I took a drink and I swished it around for like
A long time?
a long time. My tongue went numb.
Okay.
So that's fun. That's something you should try. Huh.
So you
I'm
got
confused. What am I doing here? This is.
drinking whiskey. That's pretty good.
Can we redo this video?
No, we need to redo last week's video where the
You
stupid
forgot to-
microphone
you
wasn't
forgot to hit
recording.
record.
Anybody who had to sit through that, I'm sorry. Actually, you probably didn't sit through it.
I don't know what to
blame
think
you.
of this one. I mean, the label's awesome. It looks like a big bottle of perfume.
So maybe it tastes like a perfume to you?
I've never tasted perfume, but I imagine it would kind of kick.
He knows what motor oil tastes like, but he doesn't know what perfume tastes like. If you don't know that one, you got to go back to like a couple episodes ago.
That was the
Balcones Brimstone.
Yeah, that stuff was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of this one. Maybe somebody could tell us what to think about it.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Maybe.
I wonder if anybody likes this.
I think we got a good, solid selection of people who like that.
I think I like the more towards the bourbon.
Yeah. You seem to.
What's the 1920?
Bourbon.
Yeah, I think that, like for me, that flavor, that is more of a whiskey flavor. Like when I think of whiskey, I think of that.
Yeah. I can see that. But those are big, bold flavors. These are a lot more subtle.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, these are kind of subtle flavors in this, and they're. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. That's good. All right. All right. Well, next week.